special one thing to do or something, or just a review?
All right. Hello, everyone. This is Reimagining Star Wars, and stick around for a review because we just got back from the Rise of Skywalker, and I kind of want to give a perspective of what a fan fiction writer would do with it. So there will be some spoilers. So with that, let's do our intro and get that going.
Reimagining
Star Wars. All right. Hello, everyone. This is a Magic Maker, and this is Reimagining Star Wars, and Vega is right over here. Vega, come on over here and say hello.
Hi.
So, for start off, we'll just figure out what we all thought about it. Vega, you're not done. Get back here. And first, tell everybody what you thought. For your 10-year-old birthday, and as a 10-year-old, what did you think of The Rise of Skywalker?
I thought it was kind of ridiculous that Ben died, because he gave up his whole life when he could give up his half of his life.
So, did you like it or did you not like it?
I liked it, although they could be half dead and half alive.
So you just
both of them.
So if you don't know, like we said, spoiler alert. Ben Solo, Kylo Ren, dies at the end of this, redeemed, and Vega did not like the fact that he died.
At first, when he died, I thought he died because of the kiss.
And that didn't make any sense to you?
Yeah.
So it doesn't. So to your mind, it didn't make sense that he died in the end.
Yes.
Right.
A lot of people were laughing. I didn't know why.
Right. So yeah, there was a lot of laughter in the theater when that happened. So
because they thought it was ridiculous.
Right. Did you think it was ridiculous?
Yeah.
You did. Did you honestly think it was ridiculous, or just that's what you thought because people were laughing?
Yes.
All right. So basically, what we get is that she didn't think that was very. Oh, okay. I got it. Sorry about that, Dale. I didn't realize the trailer was so loud. I forgot about the trailer being up. So why don't we just turn it off? So I think we'll just lay out some few things, and so now that we've kind of got our basic feelings out of the way, let's kind of take this from a perspective of just what I think it ultimately means. Ultimately, I think it means that this is pretty darn good for fan fiction writers, and to me, that's in the direction that we kind of want to go. I think reimagining The Rise of Skywalker has a lot of potential. I think that this story has been rushed over. They shortened what I think should have been probably 2 movies into 1. So they really don't deal with certain things. It's just like the dagger just is what it is. I think the concept that I like the best with this movie is Palpatine actually being all the Sith, which I think is basically kind of like the idea of the essence transfer, and that was in Legends, and they even lay that out as if that's what his double plan was. He either wanted to get them two together so he could do, suck the life out of them, or he wanted to transfer his essence into Rey. And that had been apparently been his plan all along, and was his plan with Anakin, and so it seems to me like that's always been the plan, and that's how they lay it out. It is it is pretty much non-stop action, and you do not have a chance to really get it all in. And there's definitely, I mean, they say there's a lot of exposition. I actually don't feel there's enough in a sense because of the short run time, you just don't get all the information you need to have. But I will say that overall, it's a very fast-paced movie. I think it's enjoyable. It's a very fairly enjoyable ride, but if you're gonna get into the nitpickiness of it, then I think that you'll tear it apart because they do not go into a lot of stuff, and there's a lot of things that just need to be developed. So the things that I think that they could develop, so what we need to do is what I'm gonna do is ask Vega again her opinion. Apparently the trailer was way too loud, which I didn't even consider because I turn off the noise here because I can get all of those things, but sometimes you just don't know what comes through on the other side, on the YouTube side, and it doesn't come through exactly how it is there as it does here. No, I agree with you. I think they do give some definitive answers. I think there's things they do leave open as well. But that said, let's go back to Vega again. All right, so Vega, did you like it or not like it?
I liked it, but I got a question for y'all.
All right.
Has Poe Art been growing a beard?
Well, he's always kind of had some stubble.
But has he always been growing a beard?
Well, he didn't really have a beard. He had just more stubble than normal.
Mm.
Okay.
But also Finn grew his hair. If you look
what'd you think about his hair?
I liked it.
You did? You like it? I thought you said you didn't like his hair.
That was a lie.
All right, so you liked his hair. You thought that's fine. So the one thing your one negative that you said was you didn't understand why Kylo had to die or Ben had to die. Is that correct?
Yes, sir.
And
I thought they would have been a cute couple.
So you think they should have gotten together? So you're a Raylo shipper now.
Yeah.
And that made it more definitive for you. So when you saw the end, you thought that they should have been together. Mm-hmm. And so
Ray really makes it really complicated for Ben to get her.
Yeah. She is kind of a complicated girl.
She's a complicated woman.
Yeah. Well, maybe I guess. But
she's not wrong to be complicated because like you never know if a man is gonna cheat on you or not.
I guess. I mean, does that come from all your time dating?
No,
You've never dated, have you?
No.
No, you're too young to have. I don't get why you're worried about a man ever cheating on you. They always cheat on you or something. That didn't make any sense.
I don't know either. I just see it in the Filipino movies that Ava watches.
Oh, so all the things going
like
through
all drama. But like you never know when they're gonna do that because like. How can you trust love when it's complicated to trust love? Because you're scared of them cheating on you and treating you bad.
Well, I mean, okay, you're gonna have a lot to learn, and we'll have that conversation. Probably not on the live stream. I thought it was a fun movie. I mean, so straight out, let me just say, I think it's a fun movie. And it was worth the time we spent. We got all the apparatus that they give you. We have the big, huge bucket, that you could drive your car into, full of popcorn. We got the R2D2 bucket. We got the lightsaber icy drink holder. So yeah, we spent some money on this, but you know what? It was worth it because it was Vega's birthday, and so I think this is what you basically got to take away from it. I think that it's generally an enjoyable movie. It did not tick off all the things that I would have liked to have seen, but that doesn't mean that it. I think it'll generally do well. I think we're looking if we're gonna make a prediction based off of this, I think it'll do better than 1.2. I think probably 1.4 or so, 1.5 maybe at best at 1.5. I don't think it's in the top tier of Star Wars movies, but but Vega thinks it is the best of the sequel trilogy. Is that what you think?
Mm-hmm.
So
Star Wars Santa said he got the 10 popcorn bucket and the R2 drink cup. They were out of the red lightsabers.
Yes, that's true. Yeah, we get the blue. We couldn't get the red.
I would have gotten the red.
Yeah, we would have gotten both. We would end up with both probably.
Probably.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, Santa. I mean, obviously, I didn't think you'd be up. Otherwise, I'd probably already have pulled you on. Yeah, I mean, I think overall it was a good movie, and I don't think JJ hit it out of the park, but he definitely, it was definitely a hit, and so I do think, I mean, if you hear the story that basically was something, this is an apology letter to all those who hated The Last Jedi. I tend to agree with that. I think they were trying to go down a list and basically say, here's all the things that you were complaining about, and here's your response, and so to some degree, I take that for what it is, and I'm glad that they paid attention, and while I think it could have been done better, and I think that there were, but I think it would have taken two 2-hour movies to really do it right. But that doesn't mean that it was bad.
Adele, you're actually right. We did see 4 lightsaber colors. We saw yellow, we saw red, we saw blue, and we also saw green.
That's right. We saw all the colors, didn't we?
Mm-hmm.
And so there we go. 4 lightsaber colors in one movie, and it looked like her staff was a lightsaber all along, because that looked like the end of her lightsabers of her staff. Was I the only one that caught that?
No.
Well,
yeah, I think so. I didn't catch that.
So some of the things I think that could be expanded on, as far as potential writing and fan fiction. If y'all want, if it were to be taken, I think the Sith dagger needs to be touched upon. I think and expanded. I think the Wayfinders need to be expanded upon, and I think that I think I would love to delve into Palpatine as the culmination of all the Sith, and all the Sith being within him, and so the idea of 1,000 generations of Jedi live in you, Rey, 1,000 generations of Sith live in Palpatine, and so I think that aspect of things, I think that was actually, in my summation of it, that was the best part of the movie. That little aspect that it's dropped in there, and yeah, I definitely got that too. That Finn is a Force sensitive. Like, he was totally in believing, and that he could feel it, and he just knew. And I thought that was a good thing. So it leaves us hopeful for Finn in the future, and I thought that was really good. And I like that Jannah did not end up being, at least not overtly, Lando's daughter, and I like that there was a connection there between Lando and Jannah, and I like finding out that the connection between Jannah and Finn was that they were all ex-stormtroopers, and that many of the stormtroopers had defected from the First Order. I think those were all good little touches, and I think that's a good tie back. So I generally enjoyed that, and I think that those. So if you're going forward, definitely as a writer, you want to in the fan fiction universe. I think picking up with Finn and would be a good place to go, and I think I know there's been conversations about Rey being a Mary Sue and being overpowered. I do still get the feeling that she's overpowered in this, but again, it fits the story, I think, and so it like I said, it's happening real fast, so you don't really have a chance to super think about it. I mean, it never takes me out of the movie, and so I mean I can see some blowback on that, but I think that I think that that overall it's fine. I think that one aspect I didn't like was Rey's parents. I still didn't really like that, and so I don't know. I still would rather the scenario that I set up before, but that's my own expectations, not others. And but no, I get it. That's fine. I'm not saying that I'm the definitive authority on what is the right power level. I'm just saying how it kind of feels to me, and so I get what you're saying there, Dale, and but I mean I think they attempt to explain that with her being a Palpatine. You know, it's in your blood. I would. I still, I mean, to me, it still kind of messes with some of the previous Star Wars lore, and and so, but I mean, like I said, this is the underlying aspects of this movie. It does very well. I like the Exegol had those statues. I like the cult that was going around that. I think that was pretty darn awesome, and so. There was a little tagline there where he talked about where I don't remember who said it though, where Exegol, the secret world of Exegol, where all ancient Sith, ancient secret Sith world of Exegol, and so I think that was the throwaway line that you had to be paying attention to really quick. I think it was 3PO that said it. I'm not sure, but I'm sure I'll go back and see this probably one more time, but just so I can kind of I want to pick it apart and get some details, and because I just tried to view it this time, and I had a bunch of overexcited little girls next to me, so I was kind of was a little distracted. That, and I had a 5-year-old running back and forth down the lane, so hopefully he didn't disturb too many people in front of us. I tried to get him under control. So if you're paying attention to this and you happen to be in front of us while we're watching the movie and he disturbed you, I apologize. But he was super excited about Kylo Ren. He goes, "That's me, that's me." So 5-year-olds approve. So 5-year-old, 10-year-old approve. 10-year-old says this is the best of the sequel trilogy. And so from a 10-year-old's perspective, JJ, you did very well. And so that's I think that's a good rating, and so that's my take on it. And for me, I think I've laid out a few things where y'all can do some fan fiction writing. I would like to hear your opinions on where you would like to take it, fan fiction writing wise. So please let me know in the comments, so that I can go back and have conversations with you, and we can take it over into the Fanonverse. And even if it doesn't become a fan and canon thing, I think it's still something that would be fun to explore. So please hit us up. And with that, we hope you enjoy if you haven't seen it, I hope you enjoy it. And if you have seen it, I look forward to having discussions with you about it. And so what do you have left to say?
About Rey's parents when they got captured, and they told Palpatine where Rey really was. And when he gave the order, why didn't Palpatine go check Jakku to make sure she was there?
I don't know. I haven't nitpicked it yet. So, at this point in time, it's just the order was given to kill him, and that was what it is. So, I mean, I'm sure if we go point by point, we'll find some holes in it, and that's usually true of J.J. Abrams movies.
Well,
you're simply, he moves you through. His intent is to use pacing. When pacing means the speed of which the movie goes, and so he keeps the tempo up. That's another word for keeping the speed up, and he's just is moving you through the movie fast, so you don't have time to take you out of the movie and make you start asking questions. So that's kind of his modus operandi. When people say MO, right? And so if the movie is moving fast, it's real hard for you to ask questions about it. The one bad thing about when you move a movie really fast is that it's hard to let an emotional moment weigh on you. So, like for example, in the movie when C-3PO was going to lose his memory, right? There was things that just didn't stick with you long enough to let you kind of grieve. And when Leia, and also when Leia died, you didn't have enough time to grieve. I think the time that hit me the most was when when Chewie was grieving, like he fell to the ground. I thought that was a really good response. Like I was actually like, wow, that's awesome that they're letting Chewie grieve in this one, and I think that I would have liked to have stayed on it just a little longer for me, because I would have liked to have felt the moment as well. And so what was another moment? Another moment that confused you is why Leia died, right?
Mm-hmm.
Right, and so let me see if y'all all agree. I think the reason Leia died, and maybe I could be off, but that she was connected with Kylo when Rey stabbed Kylo with Ben, and that was the moment that Leia died, that it perceived to me. So that it was actually the stab of that basically Rey stabbing Kylo Ben at that moment was also what killed Leia. I mean, that's how I perceived it. Would y'all agree with that?
About when she healed Kylo, wouldn't that mean she healed Leia too, or did she have to be there to heal?
No, I think that one is specifically a life for life. I think the only way you can bring somebody back is to trade your life for a life. I think that was what was set up the whole time. Whether it was Kylo or Ben and Rey, or whether it was Palpatine and the dyad. The idea was that it was a life for a life. In their case, there too was enough light force. It was like life itself, and so they were able to take it, and he was able to take it to rejuvenate himself.
And Rey only had a little bit of life left, and she used that life to destroy Palpatine. Well, against him.
Right. So, I mean, I think that was clearly that she had 1,000 generations of Jedi in her, and we heard all those different voices. I think my most favorite lines actually were from Qui-Gon. So
I don't. Wait, what?
He's from the he was Obi-Wan's master in
right.
In the Phantom Menace.
The one with the long hair with the braids.
Yeah, that's it. That's right. And
I thought that was Anakin's master.
Right. I think you're absolutely spot on there, Dale. And I think that's also what allowed I think that's been, guessed upon, that Palpatine took the life of Padme to keep Anakin alive when he was doing what when he was putting him in the suit. So,
I got a question. Did Qui-Gon have sort of like a short beard?
Kylo didn't have a beard.
No, Qui-Gon.
Oh, Qui-Gon did. Yeah, he had a beard. Yep.
See, I remember what he looks like.
That's right. You do. Good job. You're 5. All right. Well, anyway, it's late. I gotta get the little one here, 10-year-old. Not really little anymore. You're growing too fast. They get to bed, and so thank you guys for coming on. I hope that my main most important thing is I think it's overall a good movie, and could be better, but hey, it met my expectations, and that is the good thing. And I look forward to see what we can do with it in fan fiction. And I look forward to all of y'all coming on and having these conversations. And with that, may the force be with you, and good night.
Night.